Hello, YouTube channel. Okay, so today I'm coming at you hot with a book review. Surprise, surprise, it's the book I was talking about last time in my video. The Defining Decade, Why Your 20s Matter, and How to Make the Most of Them. I'm going to be looking down a lot because I wrote some notes. Okay, but so this book, I mean, my channel's not going to be like all book reviews or anything like that. I feel like that would be kind of boring. But I just wanted to mention this book again and give itself like its own video because I don't know, it just is literally the reason why I even jumped off the made the leap of faith and was like, oh, I'll start a YouTube channel, whatever. But okay, so anyways, it's by Meg Jay, and she has her PhD. She's like a psychologist, or was a psychologist in Berkeley. I wasn't quite clear on that. She talks about working in the Bay Area and stuff, but I think that she's moved somewhere else in the States. So I'll link actually below, if I can figure that out, the TED Talk that kind of goes along by this book by Meg Jay. It will give you the book synopsis rundown, and I don't even know how long it is, a few minutes. But don't even bother reading the comments because seriously, they have nothing to do with what she's talking about, and it's just weird, and seriously some of the YouTube comments are just disturbing. But anyways, so in the TED Talk / more elaborately in the book, she explains that our brain rewires itself, kind of like the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can, but right now in our 20s, our brains are going through the process of rewiring itself, and right now she explains it's the easiest to change the ways we're already stuck in, because we're not really stuck in them yet. Not to say that you can't change when you're older, but right now is the perfect time literally for our brains to go through the whole process of rewiring, because it's already trying to decide what it needs to keep and what it doesn't need. So yeah, so she basically explains that whatever we want to change about ourselves, now is the time, in our 20s. So 80% of life's defining moments take place by age 35. So that's something she talks about in the book. And I don't know, I feel like that sounds depressing if you're over 35 watching this. But that's not to say that it's all of life's defining moments. It's just this time is just so critical in who we're becoming. So when you kind of look at it like that, it's oh, well, I don't want to just waste away those years or use those years being stuck in something that I'm not passionate about or feel like I'm not really getting anywhere. I don't want to look back regretting that time. So and I was always the kind of person that thought about it oh, I have plenty of time to do this. I'm young, oh, I'm, just enjoying stuff. And that's completely, I feel like we should be building a life that we don't need a break from. I don't want to be hustling so hard that once I turn 30 or 35 or whatever, it's oh, I've checked off all the defining moments. I don't think that that's how, necessarily what she's saying. I'm not, that's just not what I'm saying. I want that to be clear. But she's saying that once we turn 30, everything just doesn't come together, magically. So you have to be putting in your little, planting your seeds, if you will. So the decisions, experiences, and aha moments, as she puts it, that we are deciding, experiencing, and living are happening right now. But and I use that term broadly, I understand that not all of us are feeling like this, but we feel like our life is in limbo, maybe because you aren't in your dream job, you live with your parents, with roommates, or your idea of life isn't turning out how you imagined it to be, or how you saw for your future. This book kind of helped me to change my mindset and ask myself instead, but am I building my identity capital? Am I learning something new every day? Am I seeing something new? What experiences have I been through in my 20s that are helping me to grow? Even just as a person, it doesn't have to be necessarily career-wise. Literally for example, after reading this book and stuff, I learned how to ski. And that's something that is just like kind of fun, and like it doesn't help me literally at all career-wise, but it was just fun. Like it was something I had been thinking about. Like I wanted to be the kind of person that if we went to the snow, I wanted to be able to ski. I wanted to be able to have fun in the snow too, literally not just freeze my butt off. So that's like something that I feel like it's helping me to build my identity capital. Like I'm getting something from it. It's helping me to become the person that I want to become, or that I see myself as. So even with the small stuff, it's not just like, oh, you can't have fun because you need to be like working to get somewhere when by the time you're 30 or 35 or whatever. So yeah, that's just like a small example. But, and how does this make me a better human? Like even, did this change my mindset at all? Did it change how I feel about people or circumstances, or help me to not judge as quickly, or things like that? I think that kind of all is an all-encompassing identity capital, even though in her book we're mostly talking about like career and family and like that sort of a thing, but I think it can really be applied to like different aspects of your life. So this is just a short video. I just wanted to mention it because I recommended it to a lot of people, and like my friends recommended it to me, whose their like fiance recommended it to her, whose mom recommended it to him. It's like, I don't know, I think that you can kind of get something from it if you're open to it. I don't know, at all ages. But okay, so anyways, in conclusion, I think we're at such a critical time in our lives. We have the opportunity to take risks and fail and still have plenty of time to recover and reroute. We are young enough to pull the, oh, I didn't know, can you show me that card? And yet old enough to start setting ourselves up for the kind of life we want to live, possibly for the rest of our lives. This book helped me to see the advantages of being a 20-something and how life-changing this decade has the potential to be. So anyways, I'll link the TED Talk down below. Even if you're not like a reader, honestly, they have this book on Audible, and I think that you can get a free trial. So yeah, so there's that. And then also I'll link the TED Talk. And if I can't figure that out, just literally YouTube the TED Talk. But it's really good. I feel like it kind of just changes your mindset on things, and I think it's a good kickstart to what I want this channel to grow to become. I just kind of want it to be all over the place, and with that like being said, that is going to help me build my identity capital. Like I'm not going to not film a YouTube video because I'm worried about what other people think, or it's not making me money, because it's like, if it's something that you're passionate about, like I've literally always had a call to like possibly do YouTube or film videos or just see where it gets me. That's fun. Like I want to edit videos. Then I'm not going to not do it, and right now is the perfect time to learn. So anyways, I hope that sat with you well. I hope that it changed your perspective maybe a little bit, or maybe just got you interested in watching the TED Talk. Okay, well, thanks. Like, rate, comment, subscribe, all that, whatever. Okay, I'll talk to you next time.